Hi everyone, this is the video manual for the ONDU 6x17 and the 6x17 Rise pinhole camera. The camera gets shipped in a cotton protective pouch so we don't get any scratches or damage during general use. You will also receive a snap-on filter mount in both the Rise and the regular versions. The only difference being is that the regular version uses a 77mm thread, while the Rise cameras, all Rise ONDUs, are compatible with Cookin A series filters. Okay, you will also receive a wooden exposure chart, a magnetic film loading helper, I don't know how we're gonna call this, a steel extractor, as well as an elastic shutter strap that we put over the shutters during transport so that we don't get any unwanted exposures. Both the ONDURAMA Rise as well as the regular one have a 0.3mm pinhole. This one has one, this one obviously has two, with a focal length of 70mm, which gives us an f-stop equivalent of 233. The cameras have both horizontal and vertical field of view engravings, which help us in setting up our shot, a leveling bulb so we can keep the horizon straight, especially with landscape photography or anywhere where we can see our horizon. That's very helpful. Strap mounts for mounting our camera on a strap, as well as winding direction indicators that shows us in which direction we have to turn to advance to our next shot. Okay, there is also a standard tripod hole, so we can mount the camera on a tripod, as well as a red window shutter on the back, so we can view our numbers for advancing to the next frame easier. We've also incorporated the numbers that we have to be on the lookout for when we're advancing to the next frame. You don't have to carry your manual or look at this video over and over again. Alright, to load the camera we have to first remove the back with the help of this recess. We just pull on the back. It's held together quite strongly with these magnets. And we can proceed by removing the aluminum knobs, which are held together to the top, to the camera body, with magnets as well. And then our helper comes into place, our magnetic puller, and we just proceed to pull all the steel components that are in there. Two guide pins on the here and one, two here. So these are the components that are inside the camera, and now I'm going to show you how to load our 120 film. In this case we're using Ilford Pan F50. So we first unravel the beginning of the film, just like any 120. This one has been used many times, so that's why it doesn't have that stock seal. We just put some tape over it, and we put the film into the right compartment of the camera. Keep in mind that we should never let this film unravel. We should not let go of the tension. You should keep it tight so that we prevent any light leaks. To put the film, we put it all the way to the right part. There's a little stopper that will stop it from going forward, and then we insert our smaller pin until it engages the film. Now the film is locked, but only on one side. Now we take our winding pin and look at the top part so that it's aligned in the center. Alright, sometimes you might need to wiggle a little bit so it engages, but that's pretty much the standard way how to do it. Then we unravel the film slightly while the tension is being held by the magnets. We don't have to hold the film anymore. The magnets do that job right now. And then we kind of fold this film inside until it passes over the inside hole. It's kind of difficult to see here. All right. While that's done, we proceed to put this guide pin inside and align it with the top hole. Let's see if we can see how that is done. I think it's visible. All right. And now we slowly give slack to our film. Okay. And bend it down. We're gonna give a bit more. Bend it down into this recess until we can see this hole protruding on the bottom on both sides. That's our mark that we can insert this pin. Okay. All right. And the magnet kind of engages it in place. Okay. All right. Okay. Please load this film in dark, subdued light, because as you can see, we have pulled quite a fair bit of film out, and this will fog your film if we're not careful. The fact that this one is kind of chafed is due to the fact that it has been wound and rewound many times for demonstration purposes. Once that is done, we proceed to put our take-up spool. We thread the piece in and lock it in place. Okay, don't let it go so it doesn't unravel. And now, okay, that's it. Once it has engaged, we close the whole contraption and we advance until we get to number 2. Use both hands to advance to the next shot. Don't force it just on one side, because there is still tension on the right side and you risk damaging the film or buckling it. So get a feel for it and wind it with both hands at once. Okay. Having trouble seeing right now because I'm under the light. All right, we're not there yet. All right, now we see number 1. That means we have to advance slightly more forward. And now we see number 2. Should come up now. Okay. There's a number 2. Now we can close it, and then now this film is ready to expose. To expose the image, we just open it or close it. Not with both pinholes, of course. And the same goes with the regular one. Open, close. There are 2 magnets on each side which hold the open and close position even at odd angles. And to choose our exposure time, we use our exposure card and set our light meter to the same film sensitivity, light meter or camera to the same film sensitivity, and aperture at f/22. After we have those 2 settings input, we take our reading and look at the bottom column for our exposure. So if our reading was 1/60th of a second, our exposure is 3 seconds in this case. And I think that's pretty much it. That covers the general use of the ONDURAMA. And if you have any more questions, or if you would like to see any more detailed videos about anything specific, please leave us a message below. And thank you for watching.